Hello Stamper, I'm Franz Martin at FrenchieStamps.com. Today I'm sharing with you a technique called Joseph kissing technique. So really it's two techniques together. It's the Joseph code and the kissing technique. So I got some sample here, and those one a little bit longer than the one that I'm going to share because this I kept on repeating the pattern. So I get the leaves, I get the lips, and then the flowers. So we're going to do just one image, but it's a very important tip. If you do more, I'm going to explain all that. I'm going to bring a piece of basic white here and decide which color that you want your background, and you're going to sponge that randomly. The brighter the color are, the better it is, but you don't want too dark of a color because when we're going to stamp, you know, the image on top. So I got Highland Heather, Melon Mambo, and Flirty Flamingo. And I like to start with the lightest color. It don't matter really for this. So I'm just sponging randomly here and there. Now I'm going to go with the next one. That's going to be Melon Mambo. And now we're going to go with Highland Heather. And you can go back and forth. It's no special pattern. You just marbleize that here and there. Now, after I'm done with the main color like this, I want to make sure I don't have much white. It's okay a little bit of white, but really less white the better it is. I'm going to come back with the lightest color, and I'm just going to fill that out. Now, you can look, make sure that you get the marble all over. I'm going to add a little bit more of my Melon Mambo here. I just want that deep, okay? Here we go. And right there, a little bit more of my eyeliner. So you can play with it a little bit, but like I said, this is absolutely no right and wrong way. Now, I'm going to use an embossing buddy. If you don't have an embossing buddy, you can use dryer sheet. That would work. You just want to make sure that where we're going to stamp and when we're going to emboss it, don't absorb the ink, especially that I go quick, or you can let the ink dry. I am using the Art Gallery's stamp, and I didn't get this part here. I'm going to get. I'm not using the two steps, so it's like a two-step stamping. I'm using the full image. So you want a bold image for this to work lovely. Now I'm going to use my Versamark, and I am sorry, I don't know what happened to my Versamark. It got very ugly, put it that way. But it's still working. So I ink my stamp very, you want it very covered with the ink. Now I'm using a script background. The script background that I'm using, it's called Very Versatile. Very Versatile. So I'm using the script there. You want a fine strip, or you can use line, checkers, whatever you want in the kissing pattern there. Now I'm going to use Memento black ink. Whoops. And I'm going to ink my stamp. Now I'm going to kiss this. So now you know where the kissing technique come in. So we kiss the two stamp together, remove this. Now I'm going to stamp that. And you see, I didn't put those lines straight, and that's the way I like it. Now I'm going to stamp that, make sure you get a good impression. Now, this is where it's super important. If you want to go another one, like I did my background, you're going to have to wash your stamp in between each time. Because if not, when you come back to stamp with the Versamark, you're going to have the black on it. So make sure you wash that each time. Very lovely. Now, I'm going to put the leaves and the stem, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to bring back my script, and I'm going to ink that lovely there again with the memento, the black memento, And we're going to kiss this together. And then I'm going to stamp that right here. Voila. Now, we're going to take embossing powder. You want to use clear embossing powder. And I'm going to close my stamps ink pad just to make sure that I'm not dumping ink, the powder on them. So let me bring this. And we're going to emboss that now. So the way that I like to do that, tap it in the back so then you don't have no chunk anywhere. Now I'm going to bring the heat tool. And you see it's going to start melting there. So that's why I didn't want to do a full background, but you're going to have the jig of how this is all taking place here. Make sure that you melt all the powder. Et voila. Now, you could use a sponge for the next step. I feel a sponge take quite a bit of time. So what I do, I take my ink pad and do this at your own risk, because if you damage your ink pad, I don't want to be responsible. But that's the way I like to do it. I'm just going to take an inky rag here and wipe, make sure I don't have no powder. Now I take my ink pad and just drag it on it. So again, this step, you can use a sponge also. Now I'm going to put that here so I don't get my finger there. So you want to make sure that it's very all covered the background. And that is where the Joseph code, see it shine through the colors. Okay, when you are done with that, you're going to see on top of where you emboss, you still have quite a bit of black. So I'm just going to let my background, I would let it dry a bit. You know what? I think that I can just a little bit there because I don't want to use that black. And then you're going to take a rag and you're going to wipe on top of the embossing. And voila! Is that cool? Very, very cool. So you get all the script. Yes, the script is reversed, but I think the look of that, it's lovely. You could use many other design in the background. I love the script. I just want to add my finger there. So, and now I'm just going to assemble my card and boom. It's going to be, see how striking this is. Let me share. Now again, see, this was the same stamp set, but I just kept on repeating it for the back, for all the cover. Now here are the lips, and here is the fall one. So, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.